Hi, and welcome to my weekly vlog series. And this week, I'd like to talk about breathing and lip slurs, and the way that we need to think about breathing and using our air and letting our air flow while playing basic lip slurs. And this is an issue that comes up in lessons from time to time, because when especially young students think about lip slurs, maybe a 3-note, 4-note, or 5-note basic natural slur, they are aware of the different partials and they blow their air in the shape of the lip slur. So let me show you in kind of a graphical way what I'm talking about. So if I take, let's just say a basic 4-note slur here. So we start off on a B flat, then we have the next level, which is an F. So I'll write this down, B flat, F, goes up to another B flat, then we have a D, and then the pyramid steps on down again. So this is kind of the outline of a 4-note slur. And so what ends up happening is when you have a student, or especially a young student, trying to play a lip slur like this, they get very focused in on just playing the notes. And so in consequence, they blow their air in the same shape of this kind of step pyramid, which gives us the sound of this. It makes the notes a little bit bumpy. So they kind of pulse simply because they're blowing the air to the note instead of through the note. So one of the ways that I graphically try to show this to students to think about their airflow, and I'm going to use a different color here, is this is going to represent the shape of your airstream, which at times is going to line up right when the partial changes. And other times you're going to be blowing a little bit faster or a little bit slower than the note you're trying to play is. And the whole point of this is this helps us give a seamless transition between the partials. Because as I tell my students, a lip slur is not an exercise on how to play the notes. It's an exercise on how to transition between the notes. So as you see here, even though we have a step pyramid as the lip slur, the way it sounds, we blow the air in kind of a rounded, kind of a hill. So it gives us a better connection between the notes. So for example, it should sound like this if I think about moving my air in this shape. So the ends of one note is pushing into or connecting into the next note, because that's kind of where the magic of the lip slur happens in the smooth transition. Because essentially, when you play a note and your air gets you to that next partial, for example, if we're on the F, you can continue to increase your airspeed, but the note isn't going to change to the B flat until you hit that magic speed. And we all kind of know what that feels like. It's very hard to explain. And that's when the note will naturally jump up to that next partial. And so if you think about blowing your air in kind of a smooth fashion, you're going to get a very smooth transition between your notes, and I think you'll become a lot better at lip slurs and flexibility. So I hope that this graph kind of makes sense, and even though this is a very simple slur, you can expand this into a much more complex slur if you're thinking maybe about like the Remington slur. I'm still blowing my air in the shape of that, and I want that to be very connected, and I want it to be very curved, or if I graphed out the shape of my air. So anyway, this is kind of a vlog and kind of an instruction for younger students looking to increase their flexibility and get a little bit better at lip slurs. It's all about air. And remember, it's not about playing the notes, it's about the transition between the notes. All right, so I hope this helps, and if you guys have any questions about this concept, please feel free to comment in the section below, and I hope it helps. So, thanks for watching.